Hello YouTube, Kev the Reseller here. If you're new around this channel, then I buy things from car boot sales, charity shops, auctions, and I resell them on mostly eBay to make myself a profit. That is my business, that is what I do. I have got 2 hours. I've dropped my son off at a Warhammer club that he goes to on a Sunday. It is about 2:05 and I've got 2 hours to hit up some charity shops and see if I can buy something to make some profit. So can I do it? How much will I get? What will I find? I'm about to show you because I've got at least 3 shops I can go to. I'm going to drive as well. I'm going to do about a 10-15 minute drive to somewhere else because I know there's a couple of shops there that I haven't been to in a while. So let's get out and see how much I can find in 2 hours. Let's go. Right, I think we found our first item. This Toothless from How to Train Your Dragon. £4, 2014. Big old beast. Should go for 20-25. So that went a bad start. Already back to the car because I was right outside, and that building right there is another kind of house clearancey type shop. So let's go check that out. These could be quite nice. I think I'm going to have a little search on these. So I decided to go for these, the Thing and a couple of Half-Life Prima guides. Not too bad at all. Can't recall if I said it just now, but they were a £5 for the free. Wanted £2 each, so I offered him £5 for the free. The Thing, that looks like it could go 30 quid plus. There's quite a lot of American solds. I'll pop some up here. And the Half-Life ones, maybe 5 to 10 each. So yeah, really nice little finds there. 2 shops down. It is now about 2:25. So let's get to the next one. It's 2:25 and we're going into the next shop. This is my everything a pound shop. So I'm looking forward to going in there. I haven't been in there in a little while. Hopefully they've restocked with lots of nice gear. Let's go. Could not tell you how many times I've been seeing this in here. I need to bin it. So in there I got this Alfred Dunner. Never heard of it before, but it was £1 and it seems to sell quite well. I got this Karen Millen shirt, t-shirt, with these kind of popper details. Show you it a bit later, a bit more. That was £1. I got this purple jumper. Again, never heard of this brand, but it is... Open up. There we go. Spirito di Argentino, something like that. Made in Italy. That was £1 as well. Merino wool. There was this. It's got no brand to it, but it felt quite nice. And when I checked, it's like 15% cashmere pound. And this Per Una jumper, which I thought seemed to be quite a nice design, all £1. And then this, which was £5, Monopoly Transformers Retro Edition. Really not many of these on eBay. Should be 20 quid on that from a £5. So £10 for that lot. Not bad. What is the time? Let me check. It is 2:59. I'm a minute out of being an hour from dropping him off. So I'm now going to go to another little town to check some shops there. Let's see how I can do. Right, it is now 3:20, so it took me about 20 minutes to get here, but I'm at another shop. I'm not sure if I'll be able to do another one after this. Kind of depends how this one goes, but I will pop in here, see what I manage to find, and yeah, let's go. It's 3:42, I've got to get back. So just that one pickup in the last shop, Not Your Daughter's Jeans, £5, should be maybe 20 to 25 pounds. Need to do a little bit more research when I get back. But that's my 2 hours done, so it's 3:42. I've got to rush back now, pick my son up for 4 o'clock. 2 hours spare. Let's tot it up back in the garage, see how much I made in 2 hours. 4:03, didn't do too badly at all there. And I can see my son coming across the road. So the first pickup of the day was this Toothless from How to Train Your Dragon toy. It's a pretty big thing. I think you saw in the shop that I paid £4 for it. And these go solidly for about 20 quid plus postage. So there's some listed for more, but yeah, the sales seem to suggest that £20 will be a very, very gettable figure on this one. Then I went into the kind of house clearancey, it's like a lockup type thing. Like, I think he clears out houses, and he just, lots of bikes. He seems to deal in bikes quite a bit, but there is the odd, there's furniture, there's kitchenware, there's bric-a-brac, there's books, there's absolutely everything. But I saw the game guides. You'd have seen them a bit earlier. He had a few more. I went through a few of them, but the ones I decided to get were this Prima. Is it Prima? Primer? I think it's Prima. Official strategy guide for The Thing with the poster. So it's all complete in the back with the really nice poster there. And a Prima Half-Life 2 guide. And then this official perfect guide for Half-Life. Now this one, none sold in the UK, none listed in the UK, but very strong sales in the US. So should estimate about 30 quid on that. The Half-Life Perfect guide, again, this seems to be relatively rare. Could see 30 quid on this, but to be on the safe side, I'll say 10. But it could be up to 30. But I'll say 10 just to be on the safe. And then the Half-Life 2, this is a solid 10. So from 5 quid for these three, could be seeing £50 easily there, if not a bit more on the Half-Life. Then I went into the Everything a Pound shop. Go in this shop very regularly, but I hadn't been in there in probably week and a half, couple of weeks. So the men's drew a complete blank. There was nothing decent on the shelves. And that electrician's t-shirt, I've been seeing that so much. I don't know why they don't just get rid of it. But anyway, this Alfred Dunner, when I looked this up in the shop, Alfred Dunner, nothing I'd ever heard of before, but seemed quality. It's got kind of shoulder pads in there. I think the American listings and the American solds are far, far stronger than the UK. So it cost me £1. I put an estimated value on that of about 10. This one was a lot nicer. Karen Millen t-shirt. It says t-shirt, as in that's what it actually says in there, Karen Millen t-shirt. But it's a kind of pop button, snap button shirt with a collar, long sleeve with buttons on the sleeves as well. It's actually a pretty smart piece. Little ruffled effect there. But yeah, everything in here is £1, as I've said before. So £1 there. These seem to sell pretty strongly, and that will get, I would say, very easily 20 quid. Another one where the label just stood out, Spirito di Artigiano, made in Italy. Kind of purple sequins, purple jumper. Looked at the label, it's 50% merino wool. £1, should easily see back maybe 15 quid on that. This was a bit of a punt. It doesn't have a label in it, so maybe I've made a mistake here, but it felt nice when I felt it, and I looked at the care label, and it's got a bit of everything really. 45% cotton, 20% wool, 15% viscose, 15% cashmere, 5% elastane. But it's got no label, so I'm going to have to obviously just describe it as what it is. A jumper with sequins, with some cashmere, wool and cotton content. But if I say 15 quid, not sure if that's being too extreme with a wool and cashmere mixed jumper. Hopefully I'll be able to see 15 quid back on that without the label. And then the last one, I've had quite a bit of success with Peruna in the past. Nice cotton jumper, 100% cotton. Kind of cable knit-ish going on. Size 14. Again, as I've said before, £1, and that should be a solid £15 back there. Then I've got one more item in that shop, which was this Monopoly Transformers Retro Edition. It was £5. Not many of these on eBay actually, so I don't know, what year was it? Does it have a year? I'm not sure if I can see the year. So I'm not entirely sure how old this was. 2015, so maybe quite a limited run of them. But the going rate seems to be about £25. So I pay £5. I will list it at £25. That is still the lowest price on eBay currently. So if someone wants it, it is there. I have checked it. It's all complete. Happy days. And then I drove all the way to Mersey Island, 20-minute drive to get one item. I did show you a couple of items on the video. So what was it? One was the Peter Hahn Tasmanian wool, was it? Tasmanian wool, Tasmanian cotton. Top at £4. There's probably some money in it, but not really a lot. And what was the other one? I forget now. It was a cardigan, I think, which again, I'm pretty sure was £4. And I just didn't think there was going to be much in there. So would you have picked those? I don't know. Maybe interesting to see if you guys would have done. But I did pick up these, which are NYDJ, not your daughter's jeans. I'm pretty sure that stands for the Marilyn Straight. They're a size 6, so a pretty small size. They were £5, but they do seem to sell, and that is the reason I got them. The sell-through rate seems to be very strong. I think brand new, these are like 90, 100 quid jeans. So second-hand, pre-owned, they seem to go for a solid 25 quid. So the numbers then, how did I do on my 2-hour trip to the charity shops? Was it worthwhile? I spent £24, so just shy of 25 quid, and listing value, you're looking at about £195. Now, if all that sells, and when the fees come off, you'll be looking at about £170 back in your pocket, which would be a profit of £146 for 2 hours work. Now, I think that's all right. Don't you? Obviously, there is slightly more involved than just 2 hours at the shop. I did have to drive there, so there's fuel costs. There'll be packaging materials used to package the items when they sell. There's the time taken that I've got to photograph and list, so you're probably looking at about another hour on there. But yeah, if you say 3 hours work plus a bit of fuel, that's still a good solid £40 to £50 an hour. Not too bad. I will take that. So as far as I'm concerned, it was a pretty successful couple of hours. Could have sat down and had a coffee and flicked through my phone, but you know, you got to make the most of these little pockets of time when you've got them. And yeah, I think I did this time around. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please smash that like button. Would really appreciate it, helping me on this early days of the YouTube journey. And don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more reselling content going forward. Thank you very much for watching. Catch you on the next one.